Alright, so I'm going to be teaching Mr. Biggs to be with you on acoustic, standard tuning, and it's finger picked. So drop the pick, whatever. I'll play it slow, real quick. Alright, so there you go. Starts out here on the second fret of the D string and the first fret of the G string. Pluck those two with your two fingers, whichever two you want to use. I'm using these two fingers, I guess, from the middle down, whatever. Alright, so you pluck those two. You come here to the fourth fret of the D string, second fret of the G string, pluck those two. This time you kind of slide it up 2 frets to the 6th fret D string and the 4th fret of the G string. So you have, then you hit the 5th fret of the B string. And then you come over here to the 7th fret of the D string and the 6th fret of the G string. Pluck those two. Then you come here to the 7th fret, still on the D string. Come over a little stretch to the 4th fret of the G string. And you pluck those two. Come here to the 4th fret of the D and the G string, pluck those two. Do a little hammer on with your 3rd finger I'm using, unless you're using a different finger. I think that's the only one that would work anyways. So hammer on to the 6th fret of the D string twice. And pluck those twice. So that sequence you have. And then you repeat the first part again. Up to that part. So now you come over to a little 5th fret B string, 4th fret high E string. Pluck those two. And then you come here to the 2nd fret, a little hammer on and pull off. 2nd fret of the high E string. Hammer on and pull off to the 4th fret of the high E. And plucked open high E and B string. So it's pretty simple. It's probably more complex than it seems. Just play it slow, you'll get it. Then hit the open low E string. He just hits it there. So those two sequences put together, you have then repeat the opening part again. Up to that part. So you come here to the, you have the 9th fret of the D string, and you have the 8th fret of the G string, the 7th fret of the B string. Just a little triad there. Pluck those 3 strings. I'm using my thumb to hit the D string, then the first to hit the G, then the middle finger to hit the B. You can do it whatever way you want. That's the fingering. Then you come here to a, You have the 11th fret of the D string, and then you're barring at the 9th fret, the high E, B, and G strings. And then you're basically plucking the D, G, and B string, those 3 strings. Then you come over to a little lick, which is basically you're sliding up to the 11th fret of the A string. Yeah, sliding to the 11th fret of the A string, and then you're going to hit the 9th fret of the D string, hammer on to the 11th fret of the D string, and then hitting the 9th fret of the G string, 12th fret of the B string, back to the 9th G, then you're hitting the 10th B string, and the 9th fret of the B string, back to the 10th fret of the B, 12th fret of the B. So you have and then he slides up to the 11th fret of the D string, 11th fret of the D string, and then the 9th fret of the G string. So putting that lick together, you have and then he comes back here to the 5th fret of the B string and the 4th fret of the high E. Then he does the same hammer on and pull off at the 2nd to the 4th fret. Plucks that open twice, you know the sequence there. Then he hits a harmonic here at the 12th fret over the 12th fret of the B and E string. Basically just putting your finger, whichever you want, lightly over the 12th fret. Just plucking those 2. Okay, so that lick sequence you have. Alright, I think my camera's about to run out of battery about right now, so I will say peace out. That was the solo. Request whatever you want next. Leave a comment. Peace out.